You paid your credit card bill 3 weeks ago, didn't buy anything new, but somehow your balance is higher today than yesterday. That's not a mistake. That's how credit card interest actually works. And most people have no idea it happens every single day. Your card says 24% APR. That stands for annual percentage rate. But credit cards don't wait a full year to charge you. They divide that 24% by 365 days. That's 0.0657% per day. Seems tiny, right? Here's the problem. That daily rate applies to your balance every single day, and it compounds. Each day's interest gets added to your balance, and tomorrow's interest gets calculated on that new, higher amount. Because of daily compounding, that 24% APR doesn't actually cost you 24%. The real number you pay over a year? 27.1%. That extra 3% is compounding doing its work against you instead of for you. Here's the actual process. First, they calculate your average daily balance. That means they add up your balance at the end of each day in the billing cycle, then divide by the number of days. If you had $2,000 for 15 days, then paid down to $1,000 for 15 days, your average daily balance is $1,500. Then they multiply that average by the daily rate, times the number of days in your cycle, usually 30 or 31 days. Let's use actual math. You have $3,000 on a card with 24% APR. Daily rate is 0.0657%. 3,000 times 0.000657 equals $1.97. That's what gets added to your balance every single day you carry that balance. Over a 30-day billing cycle, $59.10 in interest charges. Not for the whole year, for 1 month. Now here's why minimum payments are a trap. Most cards set the minimum at either $25 or 1% of your balance plus interest, whichever is higher. On that $3,000 balance, the minimum payment is about $60. But remember, you're getting charged $59 in interest that month. So your $60 payment, $59 goes to interest, and only $1 actually reduces your balance. At that rate, it takes 23 years to pay off, making only minimum payments on $3,000 at 24% APR. You'll pay it off in 277 months. That's 23 years. Total interest paid over that time, $5,863. You'll pay almost twice the original amount, just in interest. Here's what changes if you pay more. Same $3,000 at 24% APR. Instead of the $60 minimum, you pay $150 per month. Now you're paid off in 25 months, not 23 years. Total interest? $808 instead of $5,000. Paying $90 more per month saves you $5,000 and 21 years. Here's the one way to avoid all of this. If you pay your statement balance in full by the due date, you pay 0 interest. Credit cards have a grace period, usually 21 to 25 days after your statement closes. Pay the full statement balance in that window, and all those daily interest charges disappear. This only works if you didn't carry a balance from the previous month. Once you carry a balance, you lose the grace period until you pay everything off. About 45% of American credit card holders carry a balance month to month. That means 45% are paying daily compounding interest on every dollar they owe. The average balance for those people? Around $6,000. That's over $100 in interest every single month. Not all cards charge the same rate. APRs range from about 13% on the low end to nearly 30% on some store cards. That difference matters a lot. On $3,000, a 13% APR costs $32 per month in interest. A 30% card, $74 per month. Same balance, $42 more every month just because of the rate. Your APR is listed on every statement, usually on the first page. One more thing that surprises people. When you're carrying a balance and make a new purchase, that new charge starts accumulating interest immediately. You don't get a grace period on it. So if you have a $2,000 balance and buy something for $500, you're now paying daily interest on $2,500 starting that same day. This is why carrying a balance makes the card much more expensive to use. Every swipe starts costing you interest within 24 hours. Some cards offer 0% APR on balance transfers for 12 or 18 months. If you transfer that $3,000 balance to a 0% card, no interest accumulates during the promotional period. Every payment reduces your actual balance. There's usually a transfer fee, typically 3%, but $90 upfront beats paying $59 in interest every single month. Just make sure you can pay it off before the 0% ends. So here's what matters. Credit cards charge interest daily, not monthly, and it compounds against you. Your APR divided by 365 is the rate that applies to your average daily balance every single day. Minimum payments mostly cover interest, barely touching your actual balance. Paying your statement balance in full avoids all interest charges completely. Once you carry a balance, new purchases start costing you interest immediately. The math isn't hidden, it's just not intuitive. Now you know exactly how it works and what it's actually costing you.